I think it's time we record a new video. Welcome to Bud Nixon channel. Winter time upon us, and there's no snow, at least in Pacific Northwest. So, anyways, welcome to Bud Nixon channel. Channel which is about anything and everything. Shop time, project time. We create things and do things, whatever. Anyways, if you don't know me personally, my name is Nick. Like I said, welcome to the channel. Feel free to check out other stuff. I'm not a professional YouTuber, so I don't expect everything to be perfect and organized. A lot of stuff is pretty amateur. Are we gonna get there to get the professional level? I don't know. Maybe if I get a recording guy that can partner up or want to partner up, feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, you're just getting what you're getting. Hey, if it's not your cup of tea, I totally understand. Nothing wrong with that. With all the crap aside of introductions and everything, um, being that you have 30,000 subscribers on YouTube, it's becomes a normal of a lot of manufacturers reaching out to you. One of them here. So I'm not gonna be like, hey, I bought this and I find it excellent. No, this is videos about like literally this thing was sent to me for free. The only reason I got it is those who know me, or if you watch my channel, you will know that I like winter camping. I do a lot of cold winter camping, and my videos will not probably be topicked most extreme winter camp I ever been to, and the guy goes out into like 5 inches of snow and 30-degree weather. No, I don't have to. I don't think I have to say it, but you will see it yourself on the videos. We do some extreme winter camps. And with that said, diesel heater is the way to go nowadays. Yes, you got a pain in the butt deal to deal with the 12-volt battery setup. You got to bring extra fuel, which is not your usual one. In most cases, people bring propane for cooking, and you get regular gas or gasoline for your car. For diesel heater, obviously you got to bring diesel. But if you do your due diligence, run this thing inside of your garage, in your whatever home, on your balcony, you figure out how much fuel you're gonna need. Bring some extra, nothing wrong with that. Most of us get out only for a couple of nights, so most likely the fuel tank will even last you. Hey, bring a gallon or two extra, you'll be fine. Battery wise, my gosh, you run a deep cycle, you run a lithium box, that will cover you as well. If anything, just spare a couple of quarts of gas in your car, turn it on, charge up your house battery, keep this thing running, get a happy camp out of it. And if you want to ever bring your spouse, and I'm talking about like your honey wife, right? You want to have her be happy while she's sleeping, warm, comfortable, and yourself as well. Why not? Very, very, I believe, a reasonably priced investment. So, I have not used this, I have not tried this, but this is a basic diesel heater box. And the only reason I'm doing this is because you will find a lot of people trying to build their own. Now, in most cases, I'll do a little step back. If you're looking at these pictures, you will find this specific image right here, this specific image right here, and this specific image right here, which are unlike the one that's in the box here because it's more like the case. But these three are just the same. So when you're getting an $800 or $1,000 diesel heater that somebody else builds, and it's just a basic box like this, I mean, you're paying the guy literally for the labor of assembling it together and making it more waterproof, which, believe it or not, you will find that all of these in the way you camp, in most cases, you'll find that these will just work just fine. The only difference is this one's not really meant to be, it's water resistant, but it's not waterproof. A case like this makes it waterproof, so you can mount it outside your rig, store it on your roof rack or whatnot. It will not get damaged when you're running around in the mud or wet snow or whatever it might be, heavy rains, whatever. But in most cases, what I find, and even most guys don't mount these on outside of their rigs and their exterior molly panels or their racks or whatever. So you could literally go with this. So guess what? You could be paying only 150 bucks, under 200 bucks, and you'll be just fine. Believe it or not. Do your own due diligence. So, Nixon, myself, is a little different. I like to build stuff, like really like build stuff and find out why is this worth it or whatnot. If you look through my many previous videos, I used to have this case that's about much larger, quite a bit bigger. You could pack your hose in there and all the other stuff in there. So I thought, you know what, I want to go to a side-mounted box, and I'm gonna try to do my best to stick a picture right now in there of what I've done on my Infinity. So I did a moly panel that I had to make myself, which will hold this thing like this on the outside of my rig on a quarter window. And again, I'm not creating something totally new. It's already been done. I'm not like, you know, innovative here, but I'm simply using the heater that I've had for, this is my 5th season. So FYI, are they reliable? Yes. Heck, for 150 bucks, you can buy a new one every winter, literally, if that's the case, you know, if you're not using it the right way. Now, so what is the difference between this or if you buy one? So if you were to make this, you need certain skills and you need certain tools and you need certain things to make it work. Now, me being available to mill my own aluminum and such, I make my own gate, I don't know what you want to call them, gate valves, gate doors, you know, so this is where the hose will go. Then, you know, this is another one here. So this is just basically prevents any of the, you know, mud, water, or snow getting in here. You know, I had to drill a nice pattern to get this stuff working, whatever. Then I had to drill a hole here to run my electrical in here. And these two are, you know, your exhaust and your intake for the burn chamber. So basically, this just gets like a plastic cover, and that will be sufficient enough, in my opinion, anyway. And you could literally, I will stake my life on it, but I think you could run this thing without even putting those extra hoses, and you're going to be just fine. No, you're not going to die from the carbon monoxide gases. Don't take all that scarceness. So, case-by-case scenario, right? But you need to do your own due diligence of how things work, and do they work for you. If you're afraid of, you know, being having carbon monoxide poisoning issue, buy one of those SensorCon $170 devices, which measures ppms literally like many times a second, and you will find out that body heater puts out crap load of carbon monoxide, and that's why you get a hangover headache in the morning while using a body heater. It doesn't matter how long and how well you vent your area, even. Number one. Number two, the only one is what kerosene heaters, the indoor approved kerosene heaters are the one that will give you a pretty clean burn. I mean, we're talking about like 1 ppm maybe. And how I know? Because I tried and I did do those tests. Now, body heater, oh crap. With this one, I've never had any issues at all. I've never had even one, because this is a fresh air recirculation all the time. And unless you're sitting in a covered garage or something, you're gonna have a problem. I mean, like, I've never been camping where there's no just basic air movement around your rig. So you should not have a problem of exhaust gases circulating inside of your tent or the whatever enclosure you're trying to heat up. So let's get down to business. Box, Apache. You can find them for different price, 50, 60, 70 bucks, 100 bucks. If you can go to Zarge's aluminum case and pay 300 bucks. Whatever it tickles your pickle, doesn't matter. Whatever heater you choose, you can go with the German Aspars or the nice units that are like even gas powered, not diesel, but you can get one that's uses actual gasoline, so you don't have to carry extra different sort of kind of fuel source. But those things run like 1,000, 1,500 bucks sometimes. So again, it's a matter of how much you want to spend and how nice you want things to be, and are they more reliable? Well, there's a fine line. You know, are you fine listening music on the old record, a tape or a 8-track, or you want to go to the CD quality, or you want to go to the highest MP3 possible quality digital? You know, which is level of quality of music is good enough for you? So it's the same thing with diesel heaters. Honestly, that's gonna be my take. So again, this thing was sent to me for free. The review will be given to them. They're gonna have all the rights for this video, whatever. I could care less. I just want people to know that this stuff is out there. I'm gonna take a nice bet that this thing will run just fine for 3 to 5 years without any hiccups at all. And if it doesn't go right, you just buy another one. Hey, in most cases, by the way, if you buy this on Amazon, which I do in most cases, here's a manual. Man, nice and thick. You know what's nice? If you have bought one or if you have seen one, a lot of these manuals, they're really terrible when they come from China. And this is first thing I already can comment on. I mean, look at it. I mean, I don't know why you need so many languages for U.S. shipping, but what's nice is this one is actually readable. So that's what I'm gonna say. Because I've seen a lot of these and they're terrible. I mean, they're like, looks like a 5-year-old translated it. So anyways, let's keep going. So how is this one gonna look? Is this gonna be what I expected? And you know what? This is gonna be funniest thing. It's not. Oh my gosh. So my number one complaint will be already about this so-called sponsor of this video is they did not send me what they promised. Now, you can't judge or be too harsh on somebody who sends you something for free. So we'll just leave it at that. But this is actually a perfect example because my heater in this box, this is how it came to me when I got it. Because these tall ones have the square looking body and the diesel heater part is right here. Now if you get the fat rectangular one like that, that one has a long tank and a side mount. So they're a little bit different. But this one, check it out. So you got positive, negative. Obviously underneath we have all the plumbing. This is your outtake. This is your power. We're gonna power this sucker up. I'm gonna have to find some diesel though, which I should have some. So you will obviously need a 3-inch hose to plumb this to your tent. And this one is like made to install in like RV or for a van life or somebody, or unless you're gonna have this heater like really next to you. It's not very it's very rigid. So it's it's made for like a stationary application installation kind of deal. Right? So you get all the clamps and everything. This is your exhaust pipe. You know what the funny thing is? I don't see, and maybe I'm missing it, but there's no muffler. Usually these things come with a muffler. Now, I do not use a muffler. I don't think they're very necessary, but again, my opinion of it. So, let's see if I missed it somewhere. Nope, it's not here. And it's not here. Let's see if we can do this before we even start anything up, right? This is all happening live, no editing. So boom, here we go. You got your pump right here, the actual heater itself, the fuel tank. This is all fairly lightweight, easygoing. What I do love, and I'm thinking I might like it enough, or I might have to get this thing over. Oh, don't you love that feeling when you're the first one to peel this off? But anyways, the controllers, they start making them quite different, and they're quite more pretty, if you want to call it that way. They give you more data and just more things. It's just kind of cool. So let's see if we get some fuel in here. I'm gonna make a quick pause. I think it's all right. Another product, and it's not advertisement, but definitely is. Man, these gloves are killer. If you're looking for good overall gloves to use, these are awesome. So these are ultimate, and there's also endurance. Endurance are nice. They have the rubber going all the way. So this is a little side note. So let's figure out how we can power this guy up. All right. We got an Odyssey, brand spanking new Odyssey Extreme. This guy is, where's the amp hour? 68 amp hours. Pretty brand new battery. What else do we need? Some snips. So we can power this up. But before we power this up, before we put any fuel in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the exhaust. And what I would like to do is, whoop. Okay, we got a recording going or what? So I don't want to be like talking and this thing's not recording. So this might become a lengthy video, but hey, it is what it is. So ideally, you don't want to point the exhaust in the direction where the intake is. So you want to point it away. So if you do it like this, then your hose is sticking away. So you want to flex it when you have the hose actually attached to the heater, so you're not breaking. Because if you do it by hand right here right away, you start kinking this part. So you want to do it over that part. You know what? I'm actually should be able to do it right over my box because it's a little more convenient to access. Okay, we're gonna bend this. All right, did we get this? So don't hold me to the number, but I believe the instructions will say you should not have more than 270 degrees of bends. So if for whatever reason you're bending this pipe, 90 degree here, 90 degree here, and then 90 degree elsewhere, or extending this quite long, you're gonna have a soot built up and you're gonna have issues with this guy. And then don't say this is a crappy Chinese product, because you know what, you're making it work more than it should be, and that's the problem, or that's the case. A lot of guys will build like water heater systems over exhaust, and they do work and they can be done, but you have to be very considerate of how you're doing it and what are you cooling, which part are you cooling, which prevents certain way the gases flow with their ease how they should be. So 190 like this should be fine. I'm gonna go like this, and we're just doing test run. If you can do it like this, away from the intake for the air. So I'm just gonna run the intake as it is. I don't care. Boom. So like this, power, right? We need to. So let's close this up. So this thing is not, and that's, I think, might be another reason why a lot of people want to go into like a hard shell metal case like I did, just for the simple fact that this whole thing gets more rigid. And I will post a link to these guys, and I will challenge them to send me what they promised to send me. And this could be just a basic shipping mistake, or the shipping department didn't do something right. Maybe somebody misunderstood somebody. Whatever, it don't matter. I mean, we still got a heater that we can review and try things out, right? So let's extend these guys so we can wrap them up. Get out of here. I got my chickens running in the shop. It's all good, but the problem is that they poop all over. Okay, so are we gonna be able to do it like this? Boom, boom. Let's see. They say you want to connect always the positive first and then the negative for safety purposes, etc., etc. Okay, positive is done. We're gonna have power going when I put the ground, or we need the fuse. I think we should have power. Yep, we got power. Start heating. No, we don't want to be running yet. Hold on. Stop heating. Thank you. This thing even talks. I mean, what the heck? Oh, you wish you a great journey. Look at that. This thing is like, it's actually nice to you, right? All right, so let's get everything. It looks like I kind of kinked the whole design and pinched the thing and this and that. So let's see if we can. I like things to be a little more how they, meant to be. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think the fuel tank didn't line up right, so okay, let's fill this up. And these slats make it nice. See, that's what I do. The Costco detergent bottle. I carry this for my weekend camp, and that's enough for me. Makes it easy to pour. So give it enough so this way we don't have to worry about it being sucking up air instead of the fuel. Okay, with all that said and all that done, let's move outside so the exhaust fumes are not going where they shouldn't be. All right, well, it should have probably done the other way, but whatever. Okay, talking to myself here. Let's see how we want to bring this guy in, right? Here we go. Okay, so let's get this on. If you need the information on the remote, just study it up. I mean, this thing basically has a memory setting and has a positive, plus and minus to up and down your temperature degrees and power button. That's it. Take it inside to your tent and boom, you got yourself a remote system. So, I wonder if I should have primed it. Because probably that's what needed to happen. Let's see. Come off the tripod. Look at that. These guys want to know what's going on. So look at the remote here, or the display. So we're showing sea level. We got time. I think this thing is showing just general levels of things, whatever. It's showing that it's bringing air in. The pump is not lit up. I wonder if this is fuel. This is probably, I'm guessing that's going to be battery level. So let's see. If we click this, we can set certain things. Room temperature, ambient temperature, I guess. Let's see. Settings. I don't know, I mess it up just yet. So let's get it going. Let's see. So I'm going to make a pause and let it fire up. Whoop! Check it out. It's pumping. Well, at least it's saying so. It's going to be a long video, so feel free to skip if necessary. I'm going to go find, I have a temperature sensor thing. Where's my device? Still working? Yeah, the battery's going dead on it, but look at that. Let's see if I can get a battery replaced while this thing fires up. Oh yeah, I'm hearing it already. I'm hearing him talking off the screen. Am I gonna be just in time before the pipe gets woo, getting warm? Just want to point the heater diesel thing away. So I think my battery has gone bad on this tool. Okay, first start. This thing is running just fine. So something to keep in mind, this thing needs to be shut down properly in order to keep working properly for you. I've seen a lot of this. Hey, I'm done heating up my tent, so I'm just gonna turn it off. And they just pull the power supply off of the heater. And that's a big no-no. Because what happens is the burn chamber didn't get cleaned out, and all of a sudden you got soot buildup every time you're using it. So the benefits of this heater versus other ones. You can dry your stuff. You can warm up your sleeping bag before you go to bed. Well, that didn't change much things, but let's see. I don't know if you guys seeing this. 81, 80 degrees. Well, I press hold on it. Yeah, 25-minute long video. It's in Celsius, Fahrenheit. And look at the humidity level as well, which is at 34 and keeps dropping extremely, obviously. So one of the nice benefits of such a heater is that when you're camping, you're definitely drying your tent area. You're keeping things dry, you're keeping things warm, and they're pretty simple. So it all depends where you put this guy. If noise really bothers you and you're a light sleeper, you want to put it, as far as away as you can. But keep in mind that the hose that you run, the 3-foot hose or the 3-inch hose, I'll show you what I use. But the length of it, in my case, is inside the tent and not out. So this thing is like, I think it came like 16 feet long. So if you're gonna put that guy 16 feet outside and the winds are blowing just a little bit, your problem gonna be is that the warm air from the heater is gonna get so cool by the time it gets there. You're running inefficient setup basically. So something to keep in mind. Whew, I don't know what else to say. This thing is running. We got hot air. Look at that. I mean, it's like I'm holding my hand and I almost want to kind of. Whew. So, running good on the first startup, no issues. Do I recommend? Yes, if you want a diesel heater, I do recommend. I'll mention it again. This was a somewhat paid advertisement. The product was given to me for free. I'm not getting paid for making the video. I'm simply getting the free product or whatever it is. And we'll see. Maybe we can put it to good use somewhere. Maybe give it to somebody or something. So anyways, hey, happy upcoming New Year's. Hopefully this is a good video for upcoming cold winter month or whatever. And if anything, comment below and check out the description. And don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and all the other stuff so we can make this better YouTube channel. Talk to you later. Adios.